Ladies and gentlemen, very proud and honored to be able to present to you a very special performance tonight, made by a performance that has previously been performed at the National Opera in Cairo, and that is now to be reenacted by our world-famous Egyptologist, Mr. Leif H Hjärre, in tandem with our very own musical prodigy, our musical wunderkind, Mr. Vasily.
The Curse of Pharaoh. The curse of Pharaoh has been known and feared for thousands of years, and that is something quite else from what tourists of today carelessly refer to in connection with a stomach illness on an ice cruise. The most famous example from our time happened less than 2 months after Hard Carter on the 5th of Carnarvon had opened the burial chamber in the tomb of Tutankhamun. The Lord suddenly fell ill. Skeptics speak about an inflamed mosquito bite cut up while shaving. But we are many who know better. The Lord is in haste brought to the Savoy Hotel in Cairo. Already when his son, Lord Porchester, arrives from a trip to India, his father is in coma. The Lord dies early in the morning, the 7th of April, 1923. And now, all of a sudden, dramatically, all Cairo is dark. All electricity supply is cut off. At the same time, later is told, the Lord's dog, a 3-legged fox terrier, dropped down on the stone floor at home in the castle Highclere in Berkshire. The dog barks heartbreakingly. Less than 2 hours later, the dog is dead. The Lord is brought home and buried in a hill, Beacon Hill, with a magnificent view over his beloved Highclere. Rumors now start. A previous ill-boding token was when Carter's yellow canary bird was swollen by a cobra. Of course, it was a royal cobra that Pharaoh wore at his forehead as a protection against all evil. Conan Doyle, the author of the Sherlock Holmes, had a strong belief in what others call the occult. But he supports the suspicions against Tutankhamun. No deaths with any connection to the tomb are registered. Carnarvon's younger brother, Aubrey Herbert, dies already in September the same year. An American railway magnate, Jay Gould, dies, who has visited the tomb, dies in pneumonia less than a week after the visit. A British X-ray specialist, Sir Archibald Reeves, who is on his way to Cairo to examine the royal mummy, dies even before arrival. An Arab businessman, Kemi Ali Fahmy Bey, is shot after his visit to the tomb, shot to death by a jealous wife at the Barclay Hotel in London. a close friend to Carnarvon, dies already the same night he has visited to. When he falls from his yacht on the Nile and drowns after dinner. Lord Weatherall, who hadn't even been to Egypt, but who owns a small collection of Egyptian antiquities, commits suicide. Now, all of a sudden, close up to the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, outside the coast of Northumberland, a fact forgotten for more than 10 years. On the Titanic was a mummy. Not of royal origin, but it was a priestess close to Pharaoh Akhenaten. Lord Canterbury brought her not as a travel companion, but to sell her at the other side of the ocean at a better price. Anyhow, she was looked upon and too valuable to be shipped in the cargo areas. She was at the commander deck, and we all know that Captain Smith, the commander of the Titanic, behaved peculiarly the days before the collision with the iceberg. Now, it all stands clear. He was bewitched by the mummy. The row of examples can be made much longer, but clear and evident is that the revenge and the curse of Pharaoh strikes hard, blindly, and without mercy.
Det var jobbigt. Oj, nej, han har hoppat upp och ner.